Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm back in person this time. I posted some meditations which you can hear me guide you through. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you. I will post more meditations. I'm writing them down as I get them from a higher source, which is part of my spiritual experiences this time. The current ones. I will share more about it in a different video. I wanted to do this video actually on my past with spiritual experiences because, as I said, I was not much of a spiritual person. So let's start where we really started to go into the spiritual. Well, it was more supernatural. When I was a teenager, I was really interested in ghosts and seance. So I practiced many seances, and some of them worked more than others. Some of them didn't, or at least I didn't feel that they did. Whoever was conjured was not making himself known, or her. But there is one experience with that which I will never forget. I don't remember all the details exactly. I mean, who was with me in the room, colors of stuff. I remembered what happened, which was very vivid and very still in my mind because it was shocking. So it was when I was a teenager. We went for a field trip from school, and we had a dorm room in the place where we were in the field trip. So we were a bunch of us in the room, and we decided to do a seance. I don't remember who we tried to conjure, but it was definitely not that. Whoever was brought up was not who we were trying to. I think we tried to conjure someone's grandma or something like that, if I remember correctly. But it's not what came through. This was my actual first experience, physical experience with the spiritual world. Well, actually with the spirit world, which is part of it. So we did this seance. We lighted candles, of course, did the ritual according to something we read somewhere. It wasn't online back then. Online is not a thing that when I was a teenager. Well, it was, but not as it is today. So we were reading stuff in books, in actual books. So we did that ritual. I don't remember what it was exactly. I remember there were candles, and in 1 second, the candle flame became small. They didn't turn off. They didn't blew off, but they turned small, really, really small. So the room became really, really dark because when the flames were normal, it made the room enough light to see each other, to see the room, but they went really, really small, so you could barely see anything. The candle in front of the mirror, which was there also, next to the mirror, not in front of it, shed light on the mirror, so we could see the mirror. And suddenly there was like vapor on the mirror in the shape of a person after the candles went dark, darker, and the windows closed, and they were not like windows that you open on a hinge. It was like this on rails, so it's not a wind. They closed both directions. We panicked and we ran for the door. But the door locked itself. It was already shut, but the key turned and locked itself and locked the door on its own. It was freaky as hell. Um, of course, the moment it did that, we did manage to reopen it, unlock it. And the moment we unlocked it and opened it, everything went back to normal. Nothing, but it was a creepy experience, especially for a bunch of teenagers, in the early teenager. Yeah, so that was maybe probably the first real encounter of me with the spiritual world. Later on, after the army, I went to the military. Hello. I started practicing in Wicca. This is my witch cat. I've been really going deep into that world, like spells and rituals and everything I could know. I learned about this practice, and see animals connect to me. I'm kind of a druid-ish. I'm a druish. Reference to Spaceballs, if you know. So yeah, I started practicing spells, really going into it. At that time, I lived at my dad's house, which was in a settlement that was in the middle of the forest. Really, the backyard was part of the forest, and so it was the perfect place for rituals, because Wicca is all about nature. And so I started practicing some spells, and I actually, some of them worked, some of them less, but it was a really interesting experience. Eventually I grew out of it because life, you know. After that, I was with my then ex-wife, then wife, now ex-wife. We were working in a restaurant, and she met one of the clients was this guy that told her about a festival that's called Pashut. Pashut in English, it's simple, and this was the concept of the festival. It was held in the desert ashram in the south of Israel, in the desert, as it's called. And the whole concept of it is to be simple. It was a naturist festival. Clothes are not only optional, you will feel uncomfortable if you will be dressed. So yes, nude it's not a must, but it was part of the festival, part of the whole thing. So it helps the experience. Lots of workshops and meditations, mostly based on Osho's ways, I'll call it. Like Kundalini, Om. Om is very powerful. I had Om meditation several times. It's a very cleansing meditation, both physically and mentally. In that festival, I practiced it, and also after I separated from my wife, I also did practice one Om to cleanse myself from the energies. Om, if you don't know what it is, it basically works on the entire feeling spectrum. You have anger, you have laughter, you have sadness, you have love, you have passion, everything. It goes through everything, and it's really powerful. It's like a 3 hours meditation ish, and maybe sometimes more, sometimes it's never less, sometimes more. And where you go over, you yell at each other and you curse and then you cry and then you say I'm sorry and then you say I love you and then you hug yourself or hug someone else and then you dance erotically with yourself or with someone else. Then you laugh so hard and you act crazy. The stages are different and depends on who is guiding this meditation, but it's basically that. Really powerful. It's cleansing completely the body physically, because you also do second wind and you always in the move and there's kundalini in the middle of it and in the end of it and in the beginning of it. So you keep your body energies always up and you tap to the second wind so you never run out of energy, even if you feel that you're about to. No, second wind, boom, go on, go on, go on. You don't stop. And it's amazing. So in the desert ashram, I met some friends. We had some interesting experiences. At the beginning, we went there as helpers, people that come there. And instead of paying for a ticket and meals, we are giving 6 hours of work each day. And we get the ticket and the food for free. For that, basically. That's the pay. Which was really nice. It's really nice because some of the stations that you are working in are really nice, like the chai shop. It's the best. If you're supposed to be in a station that is confined, there's one place. Chai shop is the best place to be. You sell chai, you sell coffee, you sell tea, you sell sweets like chocolate date balls. They call it Wonder Balls, and brownies and all kind of stuff. The food there is mostly vegetarian and vegan. So there is cheese, there are eggs, but no meat, no fish, not even fish in this case. And so the chai shop was really nice to be in because you had like this couch and everyone come to the chai shop because everyone it's like the center of the place. It's in the center of the festival, and it's the best place. People sit with you, talk to you. It's really nice. The other station was actually, even though it sounds like it's not, but the best station is, in my opinion, it's the cleaning shift, to be on the cleaning crew. Because when you're in the cleaning crew, you're not confined to one place. You need to do a round every sometimes, like every 15 minutes, every half an hour, something like that. Check that the trash cans are empty, and if they're not, empty them and replace the bag. See if there are dishes in the sinks. There's like communal sinks to wash the dishes. Everyone should wash their own dishes, but sometimes people don't. So you collect dishes from the center part, from the food court, and you wash them, and you wash dishes that are in the sinks, in plural. And that's about it. Most of the shift, you can just sit down and do nothing, basically, or go to a workshop or something. So it was the best, the best job to be a helper in that festival, in my opinion. And eventually, but we decided that we want to experience the festival even more. So we decided that we will buy a ticket. We'll simply buy a ticket and be guests, so we'll be free and not confined to hours and shifts and stuff like that. And we went there every year, sometimes twice a year, and I think we went to about like 15 festivals until it closed. It was really an interesting sensation, being naked, being really free, really released from all boundaries, all barriers, all masks, all layers. It's not boundaries. Boundaries are there. You don't have sex in the middle there. You don't cup someone in public. If you want to have sex, go have sex. Go have sex in your tent or in your room, but not in the middle. And it was also, they really kept it gender balanced. So if you come as a man and you want to register to the festival, you have to bring someone that is female. So you both. Then same, otherwise it's not only for men. Also, if you're a woman that wants to come to the festival, you need to bring a man with you. So you don't have to be together, but you need to register together and come together. At least to be in the festival together, not just register someone that doesn't come, because that's just cheating. And mostly it worked. And there were like people that working around and making sure that no one is sexually harassing anyone. It was a nice little touch to this festival. But I didn't really connect with the spirituality, even though I was in the desert and it was amazing. It was spiritual in a way, but as I said before, once I got back home, all that stayed there. So it was I felt a little bit that it's something is missing. And then we found out on a place called Pele, which was a space that also had workshops in there and lectures and meditations and yoga and all that stuff. And every Saturday they had a Kabbalat Shabbat, the reception of the Sabbath. It wasn't religious because it was done after the Sabbath is entered and you used electricity and working and stuff. But it was more of a spiritual acceptance. We did use most of the prayers in the religious ceremony, in the religious ritual, but we use them freely and we use them with connecting to what we're doing. Sacred wine, sacred bread, accepting the Sabbath, the resting day. And then there was songs, and it was really, really nice, really, really fun, really spiritual. Also got me connected a little bit to the spiritual side. That was in Dana, which means pay as much as you can. There is a recommended price. Pay as much as you can. If you can more and you want to give more, welcome. If you don't have enough, you have just half of it or less, welcome. If you don't have anything, okay, you can do the dishes because there is a meal. In there it was vegan only. You can help do the dishes, help arrange the space after the event, whatever event was there. You can help in any way to earn your ticket. And also sometimes if you couldn't even do that, that's fine. As long as you're not abusing it, you're welcome. You can go in. It's fine. This place, the Pele, is actually like non-profit organization. Today they're not in that space anymore. They left. There's a different space there that is I will not go into, because it's something that I was part of the creators of this space. It was supposed to continue the same vibe of the Pele, but it became something else, and I didn't like it, and I left. But Pele also still doing actually, sacred singing circles. Try to say that 3 times fast. The most famous of them all is called Unite in Babylon. It's always held in the same place in Habima Square in Tel Aviv. It's really nice. You get hundreds, if not thousands, of people in a circle, and everyone's singing songs like Kunak and Hebrew sacred songs, and Hebrew and English sacred songs, and really it was amazing. But again, even in the Pele and even in the sacred circles, once I got back home, it was left there. All the spirituality was left there. I didn't practice it at home. After that, one more ghost interaction. Actually, 2 in the same apartment. And the apartment that we live, I was still with my ex-wife then, which was the apartment right before this one. Apparently it was haunted. Yeah. We had 2 occasions of books just thrown off the shelves. There was no wind, and the books were standing there for months without movement. No wind, no earthquake, nothing touched the shelves. Nobody on the other side of the wall drilled or did something that rocked the wall. One time it was in the middle of the night, so really nothing. But it was interesting. We understood it's not just letting us know that it's there. It's not something harmful, but it's a presence that letting us know that it's there. So after that, well, no more spiritual experiences except the own meditation that I took after we separated. And then I went to Romania with my mother, my brother, his life partner, and my brother's son, my nephew. It was supposed to be like, I don't know, it was supposed to be like finding our roots, because my mother's family is from Romania, so like seeing places, but it wasn't really that much of that kind of trip, but it was fun. But in order to be abroad, I had at the time 2 dogs and a cat. I needed someone to look after my pets. So there is a group in Facebook that called House Sitters Israel, and I was looking there, and someone replied, and she came to see the apartment so I can show her before the flight where is the food, where is everything, where everything is. Basically, it's someone that volunteers to come and look after your animals. He get to live in that house for that time, to use all the facilities of that house. And she came. We immediately connected. It was really powerful. I felt that, but none of us said anything about that at the time. When I was in Romania, I kind of liked how she looked. I fancied her. Her name was Hagar. from Romania, I went to a bar one evening and had a couple of beers. And when I got back to my hotel room, I got the guts from being a little tipsy to send her that I actually fancied her and interested in looking into being together. When I got back, we started looking into it. She said she doesn't want anyone in her life now, but we started looking into it, and quite quickly we became a thing for about 6-7 months. But the relevance of Hagar into that subject of spirituality is that she introduced me to a lot of music that I still hear today. And as I said in the beginning, one of them is Mo's, which I still hear today. Put his sets, also the Ada set, still put that set on. But this time I'm looking at the video and I say, oh, I saw them. I saw her. I saw him. I know them. I've been there. Before I was like, I want to be there. Now it's like, I've been there. It's awesome. I love it. I'm going to be there next year as well. So yeah, that's the whole reason that I told about Hagar, because she introduced me to that. She introduced me to myself. She saw me most of the time. She let me be myself. She showed me that I don't need to cater her needs all the time. That it's good, it's nice to cater her needs, but I need to put myself first, not her first, which was a refreshing breath of air, because before that I was always last place. Yeah. So I started to see myself, and when we broke up, I decided that I'm working on myself. I'm looking after myself. Me first. I need to be in the now. I need to be here and now and leave the now and be myself and find the higher version of me and do what's good for me. Which is why, and I hope that it will happen soon. It will. But I'm going to do a great shift in my life to a different kind of work. Part of it is this YouTube channel, and part of it is becoming a therapist that I told you about, that will start in March, and I will share my experiences from that as well when it will begin. Yeah, it's going to be studies about hypnotherapy, past life regressions, and basically all kinds of combinations of both science, like actual therapy, psychology, and stuff like that, and the spiritual aspect of them, meditations, breathing meditations, and past life regressions, and stuff like that. And so it's going to be very interesting, very enlightening, very fulfilling, and very achieving my purpose. So, until the next video and the next meditation I will post, I hope so soon enough. The next one is going to be in Hebrew, the same one that I have in English, the grounding meditation. It will be in Hebrew, but I'm also working on writing another meditation already. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more and see more of that content and receive more meditations. I will also do other stuff. I'm thinking about cacao rituals and maybe like virtual cacao rituals, so you can put it on the TV and actually be present in a cacao and perform a cacao ritual with yourself or with someone else. So yeah, that's going to be also something that I'm going to do. So yeah, that's it for now. Please subscribe, like this video if you did, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.